Hello everybody. Today's story is going to be pretty recent. It's about when I tripped at the skate park with my friend off of only a little bit. It was about like 1 gram, maybe less. These were some grown-in shrooms that my friend did. And if you know anything about shrooms, the ones that are really strong are those little skinny, really dried ones. Those bigger ones don't really like hit as hard as my opinion, but those skinny ones are where it's at. But again, I want to start it off by saying this video is just for educational and for entertainment purposes. Don't do any of this stuff, please don't. But basically, the story started off with me acquiring about an eighth from my friend. He just grew these, like I said, so I was pretty eager to try them because he was gassing them up pretty hard. So me and my friend got together. I'll call him Petunia. This isn't the friend that grew them, but we're pretty close, and he wanted to trip with me, so I was down. Like I said, we ate about 1 gram of shrooms, and then our other friends started pulling up. We had about 5 people at his house, including me, and we were all trying to skate, so we went to one of the skate parks nearby. And by this point, it was about like an hour after we'd taken the shrooms, so I'm coming up pretty heavy now. This isn't my peak, but we're coming up. And also throughout this entire thing, my friend for some reason was not feeling the shrooms at all, so he wasn't really tripping. Like, he was kinda, but I was tripping pretty heavy. When we got there, outside was looking a lot brighter than usual from the shrooms, of course, and I just felt like amazing. I kept skating and I did not stop for a good like hour or two. Yeah, it was about 2 hours because when we stopped, it was dark out, but I was drenched in sweat and I didn't even realize it. I felt so dehydrated and I was like about to pass out. They're getting ready to go and stuff, like all of our friends, and one of them brought their own car, so we're all saying goodbye and stuff, but I'm just leaning against my friend's car and I'm just looking up, and oh my god, I realize I'm tripping balls at this point. I was just looking at this intersection for a while, like a good 20 minutes, because all the cars looked really cool to me while they were passing with their headlights on, and I was just like stuck staring at that for like a good like 20 minutes, like I said. None of these people that I'm with right now really trip, except for Petunia, but basically they're all asking me like what I'm feeling and stuff, but I can't even really explain it because it's just so much. It felt really overwhelming, but really good at the same time. I haven't tripped in a while, and like I said, this is pretty recent, and it felt really good. Eventually, we did leave, but I wasn't going in Petunia's car, even though I came in his car, because, dude, there was just way too many people in that car, and it was getting really loud. I felt so overwhelmed, so I went in my other friend's car. I'm not really gonna give him a name because his role isn't too important in this story right now. But he's driving me home and he starts blaring the music, and I'm feeling every single music note. I'm seeing this shit practically. It is like a great experience driving. Well, not you driving obviously, but being in the car and having music blaring or tripping in the back. It's just so nice. And obviously, because we're in a car, it's moving, but it felt like every time I closed my eyes, we were just teleporting to the next spot, even though in reality, we were just moving. I'm sitting in the passenger seat, not moving an inch, and bro is like asking me if I'm straight and stuff, but there's just nothing to say really. I kept saying, yeah, I'm good and stuff, but like, I was tripping balls. It was amazing, dude. I was kind of surprised because I really didn't take that much, but like I said, these were those skinny, really dried ones, so those ones hit, dude. So we get back to Petunia's house, and I'm chugging water because like I said, I'm dehydrated. Like, I feel pretty sick too, so I'm chugging water, and that just made me feel even more sick, honestly. But I see his cat. I feel like cats know when you're tripping because bro was just acting weird, but I saw him on the couch, so I like my body flipped backwards onto the couch and I'm upside down just petting this cat, and I'm looking at him and his fur is like mutating together, all of his colors. And I was just petting that cat upside down for the remainder of my trip. It was about like an hour, and when I got up, my back hurt so bad. I feel like it just like snapped me out of my trip, honestly. My friends were asking if I was good and stuff again, and I just explained what happened, and they were like, damn. And Petunia was kind of sad because he didn't really get to trip too much. Like, he was feeling it, like I said, but not as much as I was. This happened like a couple days ago, but we plan on tripping again in like a couple weeks, so I'll keep you guys updated on that. Thanks for listening to this story. I have a lot more crazy stories that I can talk about, but I'm not too sure if you guys are interested in them yet. But if you guys are, just let me know and I can post them. But have a good one.